Hey there, it's Bryson with Dimes for Dollars, and we're back at it again today, hunting 2 more boxes of pennies. We're hoping to get that much closer to filling out these albums. We're at 210 of 270 spots filled. This is hunt number 29, boxes 61 and 62, and we're really hoping to add on today. We got 2 surprise finds from last week's coin hunts. We got 2 steel cents. When I went to dump out the rejects at the coin counter, I discovered these 2 stuck to the magnet strip, so I definitely brought them home. We got a 43 San Francisco and a 43 Denver, and those will both definitely fill a spot in these albums. So we know we're going to at least have 2 new upgrades, 2 new additions today, and we're hoping to get more. I popped the top of this first box, and while I don't see any enders on this side, you never know what's on the other side or what's inside. So we'll get right into this box, and I'll bring you back once we find something. Well, upon flipping it over, we've actually got 2 enders. We have one right here, which is going to be hard to see, but it's going to be a 57 Denver. And our other find is going to come right back here, and that's a reverse ender. So we definitely have 2 wheat cents in the box. It's really exciting. Hopefully there's more to come. Let's get right into this first roll and see what we can find. Roll number 5 is going to have our first wheat cent. And this one's going to be a 1955 Denver. Roll number 10, and we got 2 wheat cents in one roll. The one up front here is a 1952 Denver. And back here, number 2. This one's going to be a 1953 San Francisco. Roll 15, and we got our first 40s find. This one's going to be a 1944 San Francisco. And it's got some really cool contrast to it with the black background. That's a pretty neat coin. Wheat cent number 4. Very next roll, and we got wheat cent number 5, and it's also going to be our first 30s find, a 1937 Philadelphia. The oldest find of the hunt, and we're just getting started. Roll 18, and we got a 50s find. It's going to be a 1958 Denver. Roll number 20, and we got another 40s find. This one's going to be in pretty rough shape, but it's going to be a 1944 Denver. Very next roll, and we got another one. This one's from the 50s, a 1952 out of Denver. The very next roll had that wheat cent ender, and sure enough, it is going to be a 1957 Denver, so that's going to be wheat cent number 9. Roll 24, and we're into the double digits now. We got wheat cent number 10. This one's going to be an earlier one too, 1942 Denver. Roll 26, and we have another early find. This one's from the 30s, a 1935 Philadelphia, making for our second 30s find of this hunt, and we're only about halfway through the first box. We're at roll number 31 now, and we got our 12th wheat cent. This one's going to be from the 40s, a 1947 San Francisco. Roll 33, and we got a 1944 out of Philadelphia. Roll 36, and we got an old Canadian cent this time. That's going to be a laureate portrait or young head, Queen Elizabeth II from Canada. And that one's going to be 1957. Awesome, that's our second Canadian cent on the hunt so far. Our first old one. 14 rolls left to go in box 1. Roll 37 had that other wheat cent ender, so we got it right here, and it's a pretty nice coin. And that's going to be a last year wheat cent, 1958 Denver. Roll 38 is going to be a really good one. We got 3 wheat cents in one roll. We got a 1942 Denver up front here, and right behind it we got wheat cent number 2. It's going to be a 1954 San Francisco. And a little further back here, wheat cent number 3, 1954 Denver. Roll number 40, and we got wheat cent number 18 of the box so far, a 1950 San Francisco. Roll 47, and we're going to hit 20 wheat cents. We got 2 in this roll. Up front, we got a 1946 San Francisco. And right back here, we have a 1947, also out of San Francisco. Roll 49, and we got wheat cent number 21. And this one's going to be a 1956 Denver. Roll number 3 of box 2, and we got another old Canadian cent here, 1958. Roll number 8, and we got a double wheat cent roll. One up front here is an earlier one, 1941 San Francisco. And not far behind, we got wheat cent number 2 on the roll. And that one is a 1950 Philadelphia. Very next roll, and we got a 40s wheat cent, 1948 San Francisco. Roll 14, and we got a 50s find. This one's going to be a 1952 San Francisco. Roll 16, and we got a 40s find. This one's going to be a 1944 San Francisco. Halfway through box 2, and we got another 40s find. This one's going to be a 1946 Denver. 2 rolls later, and we got another 1946. This time, though, it's going to be out of Philadelphia. Roll 39, and we got 2 more wheat cents. One up front is a 1946 San Francisco, and it might have a minor lamination error there right in front of the face. So that's pretty neat. Other wheat cents back here. And this one's going to be a 1947 San Francisco. Very next roll, and we got another 40s find. This one's going to be an earlier one too, a 1941 Philly. Roll 45 of the hunt, and we got wheat cent number 32. It's going to be a 1953 Denver. Well, that's going to do it for this hunt, so we're back with a wrap-up now. We got 58 S Minna Memorial cents. We got 9 Canadian cents, including 2 young heads, a 57 and a 58. We got 13 really nice shiny copper cents, mostly from the 60s and 70s. We got 14 50s wheat cents. We got 16 from the 40s. And we got 2 30s. These 30s being a 1935 Philadelphia and a 1937 Philadelphia. We also got 2 steel cents from our last hunt when I returned the coins, a 43 San Francisco and a 43 Denver. We'll definitely be adding those ones. And I already checked, both of these ones are not going to fill a spot and they're in pretty rough shape. So unfortunately they're not going to go in. But let's take a look at this middle book and add those 2 steel cents. Well, we're back with the middle book, and we actually got 3 new upgrades as well. We got a 1967 and a 66, both in really nice shape that are going to swap those 2 out. Same goes for this 1962 Philadelphia, which is just slightly better than the previous one as well. And we got those 2 steel cents added in there. So that's going to bring our total up to 212 now out of 270 spots filled through 29 hunts, 62 boxes. So that's really cool, really exciting. Always nice to find a steel cent still out there in the wild. So that's going to do it for this hunt. I hope you all enjoyed. It's a lot of fun, and I will see you in the next one.